In this video, I will show you how to create WordPress blog post from Webhook response automatically. So assume that I want to capture the responses of a form builder application. So what I will do, I will copy the Webhook URL and paste it into that form builder application. And whenever the form responses is received, the same responses will be received here as a Webhook response. And using those responses, I am going to instantly create an article in my WordPress website. Want to learn how you can also automate the process of creating the WordPress blog? Then come with me and I will show you everything step by step. So this is my WordPress website and this is the form I have created, that is article creation form, and I have created this form using JotForm form builder application because this application actually supports Webhook, and the idea here is as soon as you provide the title and the content of the article will be published automatically in WordPress. But to automate this whole process, firstly we will have to build a connection in JotForm and WordPress application, which I am going to do with the help of an integration and automation software Pabbly Connect. Okay, I am an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so I am already logged in. You can create your free account in Pabbly Connect in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test these kind of amazing automations. So basically we are going to fetch the Webhook URL using this application only. Okay, so once you will log in and reach out to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, click on this blue button that is create workflow and provide a random name to your workflow to your automation. So I have directly pasted the name as create WordPress blog post from Webhook response automatically. Now I'll select the folder in which I would like to create this workflow, clicking on create, and after that you will find 2 boxes. So these boxes are called as trigger and action, and here the trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So whenever something happen in the first application, then automatically do this in the next application. Okay, so this is how you need to always choose your application in this trigger and the action window in which you are building an automation. Okay, so according to our use case, instead of selecting any application directly, I'll choose Webhook, and with the help of this Webhook URL I will show you how you can build a connection in any application with the Pabbly Connect. But the condition here is your application should support Webhook. Okay, so before I use this URL for the connection, let me tell you a very important thing, that JotForm is already the part of Pabbly Connect's integration library. So if you want to connect JotForm with Pabbly Connect, you actually do not require any Webhook. You can directly search for the JotForm here and connect by providing the access. But because JotForm support Webhooks, that is why I am taking an example of JotForm. But again I am mentioning here that you can connect to JotForm with the Pabbly Connect directly. Okay, so once again I'll select this Webhook, and now I'll show you how you can actually use Webhook in order to build the connection and application. Okay, so simply copy this Webhook URL and go back to that application which you would like to connect with Pabbly Connect, or we can say whose data you want to capture here in the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so here you can notice in this application I have created 3 forms, and one form is already created, article creation form. So first of all I am going to edit this form, and then I will directly click on the settings section of this form. Okay, after that here you will find the integration option, and here exactly you will have to search for the webhooks, because in this video we are learning that how webhooks can really help us in integrating the application. Okay, so I have selected the same. Okay, well, one integration is already available with this form. Okay, so firstly I am going to remove that existing one so that I can show you everything from scratch. Okay, so in this way a field will be appear here, so you will have to paste the very same Webhook URL which you have just got from Pabbly Connect. Now clicking on this complete integration button, and this is how Webhook will be saved successfully, and it is saying that integration is ready. Now coming back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here you can notice it is still waiting for the Webhook response, and in the note it is saying now log into the application where you have added the Webhook URL and do a test submission record so that the data can be recorded here in the Webhook response. Okay, so basically it is asking to do a test submission or record, and here I I am going to make a test submission, that is I am going to submit this form using some dummy details. Okay, so firstly it is asking that enter the title of the article. Okay, so I have already prepared such details into the notepad. So this is the title. So how about I directly copy this title and paste below. Further, I will also copy the content. Okay, so make sure that you also copy the formatting of your article, and you will notice that the article will be published with the same formatting. Okay, so I am copying the whole content and pasting it here. Okay, so here also you can notice that formatting is as it is. Okay, so now I am going to click on the submit button, and as soon as the submission is done here, you will notice that a response will be received, and that response will consist of all the form related details. Okay, so here you can notice the response is received. Now I'll show you the details one by one. Here we have the very same webhook URL. Here we have the form title as article creation form. Here we also have the title of the blog, that is 5 plus best online form builder, and here finally we have the content as well, and it is the same content, and even the formatting has been captured as it is. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between Jotform and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine with the help of this webhook URL. Okay, so now onwards what will happen, every time someone will submit this form, the detail of that form will be captured via Pabbly Connect instantly, because this trigger will instantly capture new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. Okay, so in this way the first step of our automation is done. Now moving further, I am going to send this data to WordPress application in order to publish the very same blog automatically. Okay, so the application is selected. Now I will be selecting the action event, that is create a new post, because yes, I want to perform the same. Clicking on connect, clicking on add a new connection, and for the connection it is asking for the WordPress username or email, the base URL and lot of things. Okay, so give me a second. So here I will add all the details. Okay, so in the base URL it is saying that provide your complete publicly accessible URL, and it should include this HTTP and HTTPS but exclude this WP admin or WP login. Okay, so give me a second, let me copy the same. Okay, so this is my URL, and now I am going to directly copy the very same URL and let me paste the same here. Alright, it is done. Now it is asking for the password and the username or email. Okay, so here you can notice one important note is given. To use this integration, ensure the WordPress REST API authentication plugin is already installed and active on your WordPress website with the basic authentication configured. Please set up this before proceeding. Okay, so first of all I will check whether this plugin is already installed into my WordPress website or not. Okay, so give me a second. This is my WordPress website. Let me directly search for the plugin section, and here I will directly search for the same plugin also, and the name of my plugin is REST API authentication plugin. Okay, so give me a second, let me check that. And here you can notice no plugin found. Okay, so I can add this plugin from this particular button. Well, I'm really sorry, this plugin is already available and I will have to configure this plugin. Okay, so I'm clicking on this configure button. Well, the layout is breaking. Okay, so how about I minimize this window, and I hope everything is visible to you. Here it is saying basic authentication. I am clicking on that, and here this tick mark should be available, and finally I'll click on this next button and then for the finish button. Okay, so in this way the configuration will be done. Okay, here you can notice basic authentication method is configured successfully. Okay, so coming back, and lastly I'm going to provide the username and password. Okay, so give me a second. Alright, so I have provided all the details. Clicking on the save button, and this is how my WordPress application will be immediately connected with the Pabbly Connect. And here you can notice it is connected, and because we are connected, it is firstly asking that what should be your post type. Okay, so here I want to create a blog post, so that is why the second will remain same. Further, it is asking for the post title and the post content and lot of other details. Okay, so I am going to provide only the important details because my objective is just to show you how you can actually create a WordPress blog using a webhook response. okay? So I hope with my explanation you will understood everything. So again, I am not going to provide the data in all the fields, in each and every field, okay? So let's say it is asking for the post title. So you tell me from where I'm going to provide the details. Remember, we have already captured our webhook response, and the interesting thing here is I'm not going to manually copy this data and paste below again and again. I'm going to map this data, okay? And mapping is very simple. When you'll click on this field, you will find the above data here in the drop down. Now search for your title, okay? So where is the title of the blog? All right, so this is going to be the title, asking for the post content. So remember, we have already captured the content as a response of our first step. All right, so this is the content, asking for the slug. Now again, it is up to you whether you want to add the title only into the slug or you want to keep a unique slug, okay? So if you want a unique slug, what you can do in your form, you can add one more field of the slug, and in this way you can actually capture the slug value also, okay? But currently I am going to provide the title only, which was best online form builder 2022. Asking for excerpt, well again I do not have any excerpt value. The status is of course going to be published because I would like to directly publish my articles as soon as this form is submitted, okay? So that is why I'll go with the same. Asking for the category ID, well I do not have any category. The tags, feature media ID, well because it is asking for the ID of the media, so I do not have currently any ID, okay? So instead of selecting this default image, how about I enable this mapping button and remove the existing image, okay? Because I do not want to update any irrelevant image to my blog, okay? Asking for the format, the ping status, the comment status, okay? So I'll go with the standard option only. The ping status will also be open, the comment status will also be open, and further it is asking for the author ID, okay? So again, up to you that which author you want to select. Asking for the sticky password, and again I am leaving all these fields blank because I have already provided the important data, that is the title, the slug and the content for the article, okay? Clicking on this button, save and send test request, and now I will firstly wait for the response, and if that response is positive, that means our article has been published successfully, okay? So fingers crossed, waiting for the response. And here you can notice the response is received. Going back to the dashboard of my WordPress, and now I am going to directly visit the post section, and let us check whether the same blog with the title 5+ best online form builder software 2022 has been drafted and published or not. And here you can notice it is saying that the same blog has been published. Let me open the very same blog in order to cross check whether it is the same blog or not. Well, the title is same, okay? I can even search the same title here, and now how about I also check few lines of the content whether it is the same content or not, okay? So here you can notice it is clearly showing that it is actually from here only. So in this way, with the help of Pabbly Connect, by creating a workflow inside Pabbly Connect for once, you can automate the process of creating the articles directly from a form builder application, or you can say using Webhook responses, okay? So again telling you, you just need to create this workflow inside Pabbly Connect once. After that you can sit back and relax because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually, okay? And just in case if you want to access this 2-step workflow inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach the link of my workflow into the description box. So simply click on this link and then sign up for free into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access the very same workflow inside your own Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.